So, that was Voyager banning Blizz, Alt Spartans banning Eichenwald. Boom. And that will bring us to your map pool for the day. Samoa Paraiso, Runasapi, Cervasa, and Circuit Royale here for your first playoff match in NA Expert. Upper bracket round 1. All Spartans are 8th seed, taking on Voyager, your 10th seed, excuse me, your 7th seed versus your 10th seed. All right, that's enough of the music. It's time to get serious. It's time to get into this. Let's go. Let's kick it off. It's playoff time. It's playoff time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Fede coming out on the Winston with an Echo Tracer dive comp. Kim's on the other side. It looks to be starting us off here with a Sigma. A little bit more poke, a little bit more of the brawly backline with that Baptiste and the Lucio. You do have Hydra on this Tracer. He'll help control the flanks against Forgotten. Veteran of Fisher Esports. Voyager find the first pick. Managed to get Sleek in the back. Move on to point, grab control. And go ahead and try to pursue this 5v4. Focusing beam just narrowly blocked there. The very end by the shield. Lycan goes down. Forgotten's able to return the favor. Takes down Hypno in the back. See if they can cut the legs on this comp, but overextends in the process. And this is a 3v3 moving on to this point. I think it's just Lucio heals. Yes, it's just happens here on the support. The team's starting to show back up. Sleek finds Faded. And this is going to be All Spartans getting right back into this thing. So Bloodbath have a first fight there. One that's going to find Odos coming up with a nice advantage in this Kitsune rush as Voyager are looking to retake. Jack, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. All right, Faded made an aggressive move. There's the dive in with the Kitsune rush over the top, trying to close the gap against this poke comp, but a good disengage out of all Spartans. They all fall back into the safety of their little hut. That does give the point over to Voyager here, essentially for free, but it's 5v5, and it did cost an ult investment, so not entirely free. A couple of ults to respond with, as all Spartans look to move back onto this point. Mike then dropping in over the top. Duplicating the Tracer, immediately taken out. And Hydra will finish off that kill. Both support ults were used amidst that. A Deadeye was thrown in the mix as well here from all Spartans, and they've still yet to really win the fight and gain control of the point. Soundbearer even invested here from Voyager late in this fight. Unred's going to find a pick on it. Faded going in the back, has Sleek down to 1. Sleek got the mini, but the flying melee will get the job done. Point flips, but there's only 2 Spartans player left on this point. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would have given all Spartans the edge on this. All Spartans are coming in with the momentum. They're your 7th seed. They've won 8 of their last 10 matches, where Voyager kind of seemed to be a little bit on the downturn coming into this, kind of struggling to recover from some roster mania halfway through the season. So on paper coming into this, I would say all Spartans. So far, I think Voyager have been the better team. But we're early in round 1, still lots of Overwatch to play. Ooh, opening shot on the Forgotten, forces out an early recall. Sleek's able to hold down this high ground, actually even pursue. Get a Suzu out and the kill onto Odos. Faded comes in and gets some revenge for their fallen Kiriko. But there's just not enough sustain. You do avoid the Gravitic Flux. But Faded is here by themselves. I don't know if they're going to get up to the Primal. They're so close, but yet so far. Ocean, I know, right? What a good game. What a good game. Oh, what's going on over here, Hydra? Hydra's looking for somewhere to use this pulse bomb, but Forgotten is wise to your ways, marking this outside flank. Keep their supports far and away from this insta-death that Hydra has in their pocket. Ooh, that's an aggressive move from Faded. Jumping out with the Primal, leaping back in, hoping to catch... Who is that? Sleek over the corner. Immortality Field as well as a sound barrier thrown out. Nope. Sleek able to find a pick off of the crosswalk. Hydra gets one with their ultimate as well. And this is going to be Alt Spartans bringing it back and finding round one. I know, Dexatron. It's a double-edged sword, man. It's a double-edged sword. I know what you mean.
Ready for battle.
Ooh, Kib's showing us the Junker Queen coming into map number 2. It can be very difficult for a Winston to deal with the Junker Queen. Ishtar, thank you for the follow. All right, Kib's fan. Kib's making a bold swap heading into round 2. All Spartans able to take that first round on Beach. See if they can close this out in 3-0, or close this out in 2-0 rather. Excuse me. Aggression in from all sides, and it's giving me the convergence from the dive comp, and Sleek immediately falls under the pressure. Buckled like a cheap card table. Actually, it's folded like a cheap card table, but yeah, you get the point. Buckled like a cheap belt. Yeah, there we go. Top tier. Interesting to see both teams running the Echo on this one. You get a lot of value over these rooftops. You can kind of see Mike them as well as Sleek are both kind of exchanging. Meanwhile, it looks like Kibbs and company have decided to rotate towards this outside. I think they know Faded's above them. Kibbs, did you know Faded was up there? You kind of looked up there. You had to hear the monkey, right? Yeah, you know Faded's up there. Oh, Sleek's just going to ignore the Winston, try to go for the Echo in the back. Comes back, puts some shots down, will burn down on Red in the corner, but unfortunately had no cooldowns to escape. Faded now looking to pursue happens. Oh, so close to sound barrier. And Mike then picks up the kill. And it's a 1-for-1 trade again, as Faded tried to land back in the same spot where they started. Kibbs still on point here with Junker Queen, the only tank left standing, but Hydra goes down. Reinforcements showing up. 50% on the board and counting through for Voyager through all of this. Alt Spartans finally decided to disengage out. Had enough of that fiasco. We take another attempt at this. Continue to rush into the back. Mike them a beautiful dive. Forgotten trying to lead the charge here to chase down the rest of the squad. Ooh, had Hypno there in a sloppy rotation, but they're able to swift step back in with the rest of the team. Gibbs looking to chase down the Winston, but Forgotten is all over him. And then here comes the swarm into the back. And the Hornets have a deadly sting. 90% on the board here for Voyager. Kibbs is yet to get up towards this rampage. As Voyager looks to have done a really good job of just not allowing Kibbs a lot of value. Let's really look at the tanks here. I mean, the bubble in the back, try to deny healing. The sound barrier makes it through onto Kibbs anyway. Hydra still falls. Duplicate out from Mike them. Oh, and Kibbs just gets absolutely smoked. That's going to be a bonus rampage on to Hypno. And Voyager are going to send this to Volcano. Things are heating up. I mean, it is playoffs after all.
Score 1-1. Ready for battle.
The Sigma beat out over the Winston, but the Junker Queen did not. Nevertheless, Kibbs looks to be sticking with it, heading into this deciding final sub-map.
5,
on Samoa. I mean, it depends. Monkey ignores armor, and that's one of D.Va's biggest strong points. I know it's 2-minute delay, so chat interaction's a bit scuffed. But the Junker Queen can really chunk through a Winston, and a good Jagged Blade can prevent their escape. But now you've got a Ramatra in your face, and this is a whole other story. This should be just front-loaded aggression out of Voyager. And you can see Suzu shout, everything in the kitchen sink, and Kib still gets punched down. D.Va's in a super strong spot right now. So, I mean, that could be a comfort pick from Kibs. I'm not exactly sure why they went with the Junker Queen for that map. You know, that's what they've practiced. That's what they feel like they're good at. That's what they're confident at. Nothing in Overwatch is in a vacuum. So you can't think of it as just a 1-to-1 D.Va to Winston matchup. So many factors involved. All right, outside rotation. Kib's actually trying to take a deep rotation into the backline, but doesn't land the Jagged Blade. Gracie slightly off the mark. Still undeterred, goes and dives with Hydra on the Genji. Looking into the back, but Immortality Field, everything. A beautiful peel out of Voyager. Hydra gets caught with the dynamite. And despite the lightning fast attack, out of Old Spartans are not able to find their prey. Unread, even chasing Sleek out. Second fight win here from Voyager. And the Ramatra versus Junker Queen matchup. Faded is not done. Still voracious and starving once more. Goes in to feast on what remains. Beautiful follow-up from Faded. That's going to push him across the 50% mark. Didn't even have to use any ults to do that. Brilliant read out of Voyager for that aggression. Keep an eye on Mike them there with the flank. Oop, they're not going in that way. Ooh. Almost got found out. All right. Kib's 94 to Rampage. No Suzu to worry about. And a lot of ground-based targets. Oh, I thought that landed for a moment. I mean, you got at least a little bit of the heal on the retract. Kitsune rush to escort Kibs in, and they just go straight to the back line. But you're running into a Bob and an Ant Matrix, so very defensively oriented. Look how entrenched Voyager are. Faded is just confident to go run into your back line. Sound Barrier lucky to get out. One health for Hydra. You're not going to make it out of that annihilation, and I think Hypnos is going to suffer a similar fate. It's going to be a clean 100-0 here on Volcano. Give Voyager the map. What a flawless sub-map indeed. I don't think they had very many deaths at all. They looked perfect in the Ramatra comp. That was also a really cool BAP skin. Did y'all see that BAP skin? That BAP skin was sick. Forgotten You legend. Another legend of the Bay State vets, the alumni from that incredible squad. Awesome to see you not just competing, but excelling here in our playoffs. All right, these teams are wasting zero time going through. Wait, let me make sure I'm... No. Wrong match. This is... Nope. That's the end of Tanuki Daybreak. There we go. That's the correct match. Okay, these teams are moving fast. Holy cow. I may not even have time to get you stats. I'll do my best. Hold on. Let me get points on the board first. Voyager have got a point. We're headed to map number 2. Update that. We are going to get a side swap. Voyager will be on your left-hand side here for this next map. Let me see. I will do my best to get you some points here before we get in. Some stats, that is. There's some stats from map 1. Whew. God, it felt a little bit closer in game, didn't it? But Voyager really ran away with... I don't think they had any deaths on Volcano. They really ran away with it. Forgotten and Faded. Out on top. And remember, this is your 10th seed taking on your 7th seed. Old Spartans seem to have all the momentum and have the better seeding coming into this match. But man, Voyager, we came out on fire on that one. All right. Let's see, what was our ban? We had Voyager with first ban. Icavalda banned out initially. Apparently, Icavalda was banned out from both teams. That is obviously not accurate. That was Blizzard World banned out by Voyager. Excuse me. There we go. Brings us to Paraíso. Map pick from Voyager here for map number 2. Forgotten on a defensive Widowmaker. There's the jump shot. Ooh. Okay, are we sticking with this? Oh, we're sticking with this. Okay. One shot to rule them all. And we'll see if Kids can keep pressure, stay alive long enough to keep pressure on the back line. At least try to escort Sleek into position. All right, Sleek has managed to get onto this first high ground. Kibbs hold to the right there with the supports. Forgotten lands the shot. Here comes Mike them over the top, and the defense is about to get aggressive. Mike them loops back around, but Faded. Ooh! Faded actually got slept. It was Hypno that landed that sleep. But everybody's back. Defense on the back of the point. Let's see. How's this attack going? They're slowly but surely making their way over. Kind of flipped this objective here a little bit. Tracer in the back, looking for the Widowmaker. Oop, didn't like that one. Now it's Kibbs trying to come around and find that kill while Sleek deals with the Echo in the sky. Kibbs chasing down the second DPS. No more deeps left standing here for Voyager on this defense. Faded did pop the Primal Rage, is able to find the Brig. Is going hunting for the Ana as well. We'll get it. Okay, no more supports. On to the back line? No way. Faded just turned a 3v5 with no DPS. The Pulse is going to hit the bubble. And Mike then finds a kill on a Hydra on the return. And what was a two-player lead and no DPS here for the defense. Faded just held this thing. Didn't even get up a single tick. What a defensive play out of the Winston. Brilliant. Let's get some happens pop. We don't get a lot of Brig pop. We got a rally coming up. I'll give you a little Brig pop for a moment. That might have something to contend with over here, but everybody else bail. Ooh, body shots exchanged from our Widowmakers. And FACEIT up here from the attacking Sleek. 5% ahead on the other side. Here comes Faded. Oh, just got absolutely bullied by a rally. No, I wanted the... Okay. Fine. I don't get the rally. We get Sleek getting destroyed. Mike the comes up with one as well. All right. Sleek has had enough of the Widowmaker. All right, Yosha, thank you for hanging out. Solse, appreciate the follow. Sometimes the jokes are Sleek. Sometimes, you know, sometimes they're a little Kibbs. It happens. You know, you get Faded, you get Sleepy, you get Otis. I don't know. Like them with a duplicate here into the back. Looking to chase down Hydra. But that's a difficult target to find. Still with a little help from their friends. They get it done. 35 seconds on the clock. And all Spartans have yet to have as good a push as they did when they found the initial 2 kills on the DPS. That was their best opportunity so far. Faded was able to save them and come back with a huge Primal Rage to win a 3v5. One last chance. Otis goes down. Kibbs is nanoed and headed in looking for blood. Faded is doing the same. Kibbs has picked up 2. Faded's picked up 2. Kibbs going chasing. Lands the all-fire onto Forgotten. Jump back damage. Should get this done. We have a 2v1 left on this point. I don't see any reinforcements for Kibbs. Poor Kibbs, a lone scientist on this point, but they've got a lot of anger to work with. Anger issues aren't enough to keep it on the point. Oh, reinforcements showing up here from both sides. I see 2 Brigs on either side of my screen. Faded gets slept in the back line. Kibbs goes down. It's up to Hydra to hold on to this point. Recall forced out early while Faded is holding the line. Tracer is gone, the push is done, and it is a pure full hold here from Voyager.
Score 0-0. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Told you things are heating up around here. Things are definitely heating up. That's like 115 for my NA friends. 40 degrees Celsius. Fun with camera angles. Okay. Forgotten sticking with the Widowmaker on the defense. Echo Widow as well. So no Tracer to mark the flank. Feel like they don't need it. Or to, put pressure on a flank. Do have Unread to kind of keep them alive through Hydra if the defense of Old Spartans decides to get aggressive on this. Oh, that was so nearly a headshot. That was so close to being just the opener that Voyager needed. Beautiful purple lands on to Happens, but Faded needs to make sure and keep Kibb's marks. Opposite not chase down the Brig as Brig retreats back into the rest of the team. Hydra's forced away. Now just kind of praying protect the supports. Hydra eats a purple, and that is a lot of mess down there on top of Kibbs. Kibbs ate a lot of damage. Mike them instead use the focusing beam on Hydra instead. Kibbs gets topped off, but it's a 5v4, and Kibbs' hidey hole has been sniffed out here by Voyager. We're gonna move under the back of this point. Whoa, that was too fast a camera move, sorry. Sleep on the Kibbs, Faded, Forgotten, as well as Mike them have found some high ground. Oversight down onto this point. Unread on the objective to help Faded out. Faded headed up to the top to try to keep all those squishies at bay. Hydra has made it out down low. And at least managed to force out the... Nope, hasn't managed to force out anybody. Here comes the Brig right back. Nano Boast thrown on to Mike them. Trying to use overwhelming pressure here to get it done. And that will. 2-0 to Voyager. As they won and done the 33% they needed. Faded with play of the game yet again. All right, this seems too fast. We're going right into stats. Wait, no. Go. They're still on Lijiang. Holy cow, Tanuki, Daybreak are still on Lijiang. Either that or that was a completely different match altogether. I'm pretty sure that was still Tanuki and Daybreak. All right, where are those stats I promised you? I mean, to be fair, that was a really fast map too. 6 deaths in total for Voyager. We know at least one of Forgotten's and one of Mike them's was on their defense, and Faded had that beautiful primal 14-0 on the map for Faded. Look at that, and head and shoulders above everybody else in damage. That was an incredible performance from Faded on that tank. All right. New Queen Street has been banned out. Let me get a point on the board here for Voyager. We're going to stop it. Your pick from Alt Spartans. So that is one thing to keep in mind. We were on Voyager's map pick on parodies, so. Kim's going back over to the Junker Queen here from map 3. Struggled with it a little bit against Faded's Winston there in map number 2. You know, we saw all the Spartans come out and take the first round, but when on the Winston, Faded was able to win it out there on downtown, but or on beach, but it's been a good start here for all Spartan. Oh, that sleep was clutch. I think that Carnage might have finished off Odos, but Sleek is able to find the final blow anyway. Nice first fight win going over to Alt Spartans. Just good aggression. I think Kids landed the Jagged Blade on Faded as well to kind of prevent the jump out. Also, this map has, a lot of these tricky little doorways that can make it a lot more difficult for Winston to escape than, some other maps. Just because you have these short head spaces on these doorways. Little battle in the sky, won by Slake. Now free to rule the air. But the flank has been controlled by Unread. 4v4. As Alt Spartans look to find the cap, see if they can get these closed checkpoints. You do still have Forgotten kind of playing from underneath, trying to find entrance into the back line. There goes Faded, thinking the same thing. Using a bubble to try to block heals onto Kibbs. Shout used to get Kibbs back around that corner. But with this, Voyager have bought a bit of space in this big open area. And now they're starting to chase Alt Spartans back down the street. Backline of Spartans backing up. Kibbs staying up close on the front line. Here comes the DPS's Sleek to chase Faded away. Nobody able to find a pick through that exchange. Forgotten was keeping the supports busy in the back, but a good job from Kibbs and good peel from Happens. This is going to take an old fight before this really ends in earnest. It's going to be the Kitsune Rush immediately chasing down Faded. And for the second big fight in a row, Faded is the first to fall. Now, Otis is able to clap back here. Mike them still wants to fight this out, but the checkpoint is there. Which just means that there's no reason, honestly, to keep fighting this. Kibbs is going to use a shout. Go forward. Faded is back. Timing is good. Mike them finds the pick, and I am sitting here with egg on my face. Faded just made it back a little quicker than I expected. I think a little quicker than Kibbs may have expected. Still, close spawns, checkpoint picked up. Very, very important here for all Spartans. Push in from the inside. Happens to go looking for the kill. Won't get it. Hydra's going to fall. Mike then pops a duplicate. They're onto a Junker Queen. Kibbs drops a Rampage onto 4. Rampage is massive out of Kibbs. Turns around with a good headshot onto Faded. Still can't find the kill. Unread with a beautiful peel. Is able to back up the Winston, and Faded turns around and finds Sleek as well. Faded has the Primal Rage in their pocket and just decides to run away with the spoon. Let Mike them finish up the cleanup. Good old Tim Smith Sr. starting to march towards Voyager's direction. Close to the checkpoint. Is it close enough? Hydra there with the distance to contest. Kibbs makes it. No close spots. Who's caught on the corner? Faded's caught on the corner over here. Has the Primal Rage. Goes in, pops Primal, finds, happens on the first jump. Beautifully done. Able to get this juggle. Ooh, looking for Sleek. Sleek's going to duck up around the corner. The bait down. Forgotten. Kibbs catches them as they pop back up. But let's go back and look at the front line because I see some dead supports here for Voyager. Kibbs finds 3 picks, takes the bot, and starting to run away with it. Still has the wherewithal to protect their Kiriko. Oh, that landed. Did that land? I think that landed. Faded is dead either way. Close spawns unlocked. Kitsune Rush is going to be the big difference maker here, and this corner is very hard to fight for. It's Faded swapping over to a Diva, has a little bit better disengage options, and has to use the jump jets just to get out and disengage from that Kitsune Rush. Yeah, they can't hold that corner. Good on them, good swap means that Voyager stay 5 strong through that and have a really clean disengage. Now back to the flow after a little bit of ebb, and Kibbs finds themselves low and caught in a corner. Otis coming up on another Kitsune Rush here if they need it. 5v4 right now for Voyager as everybody piles into that tiny room, and Otis finds a kill on the Hydra. Kibbs had a 4-player Rampage last time. Absolutely massive fight-winning Rampage. But you're running into a Kitsune Rush on the other side, and the Rampage and the Duplicate are still a little bit far behind here from Alt Spartans. Kibbs dodges the focusing beam, but still can't stay alive through the onslaught. The Kitsune Rush was too much. The Duplicate comes in, But Kib's not able to get that rampage up, means this fight is just kind of over. That was your win con there. Sleek tried to make the hero play, but Voyager stay the course. Close spawn. Checkpoint unlocked. Mike them in there looking for more. Kibs does have this rampage. Meters away from the lead. Less than 5, as a matter of fact. As Hypno gets the kill out of the corner! Excuse me, Hypno gets killed by Otis. Otis with a huge play will deny a Kitsune rush in this fight. Nobody's getting ult here from Old Spartans. They get absolutely shut down. No ult required on the other side. Insane play out of Voyager. A fight that Old Spartans had no business losing. But Otis puts him in a difficult spot with this beautiful, brilliant opening pick. And so it creates a catch-22. Does Kibs try to invest? Does Happens try to invest down in the fight? These such important ults. And now Voyager have the lead and can just disengage and protect it. Kibs shouting in. Lands nothing with the Carnage. Opts to not pull the trigger on the rampage just yet. It's going to be the Kitsune rush to try to buy this base, and Kib's going to chase it up, look to hunt down some supports. Kicks the field goal between both of them with the Gracie. So far, looks like Voyager are able to hold this corner. Otis close to their Kitsune rush of their own, and they're going to toss it right down Main Street the moment it becomes available. Rampage across, denied by a sound barrier. Sound barriers from both teams, as a matter of fact. Everybody's staying alive and well. 2 separate fights going on, and 2 kills apiece in either direction. Forgotten down low, taking the bot. Faded's going to find Hydra up top. Forgotten's running away with the bot as well as Faded continues to hold the aggro. Going to get the kill onto Hypno. Kibs had to go deal with Forgotten on the objective, and now suddenly Old Spartans find themselves backpedaling down in the fight and only 2 minutes to go. They spent heavy in that last fight, too. Good news is, so did the other squad. Duplicate in, out of Mike them right out of the gate. Dropping in onto the Jungle Queen. So duplicate dupe from the other side, and we've got 4 takes on the battlefield for the first time in a hot minute. Looking to chase down. Even gets the rampage. No way. Kibs will fall. Hydra and Sleek looking to clap back, though. It's a +1 as Hydra puts a round of shots into Otis's face. Faded won't last through this. 80 seconds on the clock. Bot in control of Art Spartans. Mike them with a late pick. Okay, Happens is getting back in this fight. Actually looping through jump pad to kind of regroup with the rest of the team. Wall block, beautiful. Are they able to utilize this to put some kills onto the newly swapped Macho from Faded? Kitsune rush out from Hypno, but a good move. Faded's able to duck around it. Oh, the wall prevents the kill on Unred, but only temporarily. Faded hiding behind their shield. Forgotten 1, able to get Hypno before they go down. 3v1 on the point. Faded just eating up clock time. Did you get your OWCS Ramatra skin? Chloe Alexandria, thank you for the raid. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Here we go. You got Alt Spartans trying to keep their winner's bracket round 1 playoff match alive here. About to hit overtime. Voyager on match point in your lower seed, threatening to move on here in the upper bracket. Kitsune rush available here for Voyager. Rampage from the other side. Kibs hits 3 with that. Unred goes down. Milk them fall. Mike them falls as well. We will not see a sound barrier out of Unred in this fight. It's a +2 for Old Spartans as they throw down their own beat, trying to escort this bot to victory. Lots of help will whittle through, and Faded is the annihilation just used for defensive measures. Put the block up. Try to sustain as long as possible. Swap onto the Sojourn here from Sleek. Might have been just the extra puncher power they needed. They're going to round the corner. They're going to take the map. Voyager will take the series. Your 10th seed comes in and 3-0s all Spartans. And, I mean, again, in a time when it felt like they were struggling on the back half of the season, they got hit with roster mania hard, losing their tank, losing their DPS, losing their flex DPS player halfway through the season, and Voyager's season just looked to tank. They were sliding bad, could not seem to put the brakes on that. And then here we go, right out of the gate, first playoff match, and they come out with a big 3-0 as I stamp that 3 on your scoreboard. Hard-earned and well-deserved there from Voyager. GG's. GG's. Let's look at some stats there from round 3. Fade at 24-6 on a variety of tanks. I mean, Kibbs put up some work on that Junker Queen. It just wasn't quite enough. I was really excited to get All Spartans on. I'm very excited. We got to see what they had to offer. Strong team. You can see how they ended up in 7th seed here in a very competitive NA expert bracket. But Voyager turned it on here in the postseason. I think Voyager found another gear. And they said, "Oh wait, we're in playoffs. Let's make sure and hit that 6th gear and hit the ground running." And man, they hit that finish line in breakneck speed. Good 3-0. Good 3-0 from Voyager here today. All right. Well, I think that is about all I've got for you today, friends. You know what? Let's take a look from around NA expert. Let's take a look at some other matches before I let you go. Let's take a look at some other matches that happened tonight. These are all happening at the same time. So yeah, I wish I could cover all of them, but they're all happening at the same time. I say that. It looks like ASU and Boop Troop got, I guess that map just got delayed. Oh, I'm sorry, Unread. I'm sorry, bud. Thank you for the follow, though. I'm so glad I got to look at your squad. I'm sorry it didn't go your way, but I'm so glad I got to look at your squad. It was, very excited to finally get you on. I'm sorry I didn't get y'all on during the regular season. Yeah, that was a bit of a scene. Like, the end of that kind of broke my brain. The end of that kind of broke. I was like, wait, what? The end of that kind of broke my brain. Like, I thought I screwed up. I just assumed I made a mistake. And no, I think that wasn't actually a C9 there. We'll have to go back. Oof. All right, Elliot Artemis 2-0 over Effortless thus far. No surprises there. Midori looks to be, at least taking their time here. Reckless Nova up 1 over Shroomies. Ooh. Now this is an upset. This is an upset. Tanuki up 1-0 over Daybreak. They look so strong. This one is not surprising. Rockets up over Day by Day and ASU over Boot Troop. This is all as expected. Amplified Gaming have taken a map off of Avidity. So things to keep an eye on there. It looks like we might have some interesting stuff shaking up. So we'll have to see what happens as the tournament goes on. Matches will get posted, like, let's see, upcoming. Yeah, see, nothing's been posted on upcoming. So I will figure this playoffs is going to be a little wild and woolly. I'm basically going to be figuring all this out day of. So y'all just bear with me on that. But that is all I have for you tonight. Sorry I didn't catch the C9. No, I just feel like an idiot. That's all right. I'm sure all Spartans, I don't feel great about it either. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate all the follows. Appreciate about being here. Huge shout out to William Mundi for inviting me to be a part of the South America broadcast. We got to broadcast the very first English broadcast of South America FACEIT. So that was quite the honor and very exciting to get to see Chilean Earthquake taking on CPF. That was awesome. Looking forward to bringing out more South American Overwatch. And, we're just going to keep this going. I will be back with EMEA tomorrow. So keep an eye on the socials. Follow the socials and things. Oops, that's not my socials and things. Boom. I'm plugging socials in chat. You'll refer to that in 2 minutes. You'll look back up. Oh, yeah. Bolsko did plug his socials 2 minutes ago, didn't he? All right. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you so much. Y'all have a wonderful time zone. Be kind to each other. I'll see you in the next one. All right. Bye, friends.